We are back, Rams franchise. In the last stream, we went over the second half of the season, including the playoffs, where, as you can see, we ended up winning back-to-back Super Bowls. This time, 19-16 against the Patriots, with Joshua Carty hitting the go-ahead field goal with less than a minute to go. So yeah, but as you can see, we only have a little bit of money, 870K. Abdul York, he's gone. Percy Burgess is gone. Jared Verse, gone. Cameron Kinchins, gone. Shane Gatewood, gone, but I mean, who cares about him really? Same with James Solano, Anton Mays, Dean Brown, Shaquille Buckner, Kirk Wall, Wendell Baker, Kenneth Walker. These two hurt because we are down to 4 players remaining from the original day one roster. And now we're down to 2. The 2 lone players, Puka Nacua, who is an 86, 33 years old. He is on a 1-year, well, he signed a 3-year deal, but he's on the final year of his deal. He is probably not going to get extended. And Joshua Carty, a kicker. He has 2 years remaining on his deal. But outside of that, well, no one remaining from the day one roster. Those are the only 2 real players remaining. Everyone else is, Madden generated people. As you can see, we only have 2 running backs, and Zaire Queen is injured. Granted, he should be back by the time the regular season starts. I believe that's how it works. Oh, I didn't mean to hit this. I meant to go to free agency. We have 870K, so yeah, we're not signing anyone. Oh, shoot. Maybe we are. Somehow we went from 870K and we jumped up to 28.8. How we ended up making that money, I have no idea. So we do have enough money to bring back Jared Verse. Now, whether he actually chooses to sign, he is being offered horrible by both the Packers and Bengals, so there's a good chance we could bring him back. I'm not quite sure we want to, however. As I would like to bring in just a capable running back. Kawhi Pierman asking for that much money is ridiculous. But we know who he is. Give you a 2-year, $6 million deal. He is a guy we consistently bring back. Oh. Kenneth Walker, as you see here. We will give Keegan Broyles, our guy, a 1-year deal as well. Kind of bringing back some guys who we know we can rely on. We just need running back depth. Granted, they both might not make the roster. Keegan Broyles probably won't. Kawhi Pierman is ultimately going to be, one of those where it's going to depend on the draft probably. But no good receivers that I'm seeing. I think that's probably going to be it for people we signed. We could use some outside linebacker depth, so if there's any quality guys. Why are all the players who have interest aren't a scheme fit or vice versa? We'll go ahead and sign Melvin Walden. Just same thing. He might make the roster, he might not. Depends on the draft. But ultimately, I do want someone who can be a backup, not necessarily compete for a starter. And he's 30, scheme fit. So, yeah. It's the same thing here. We'll give Tevin Sawyer a 1-year contract with the hopes of him. There's Stanley Russell, someone we had to say goodbye to not that long ago. But we're at our max negotiations. I don't plan on negotiating with anyone else. Maybe a safety. Um, Not trying to say you're wrong, game, but who am I negotiating with? Who is this ghost? Okay, I am not negotiating, which is why I'm confused. You literally are getting the league minimum. $59. Ooh. Melvin Walden. I have no idea who it was. We're just because who I'm seeing isn't lining up. So we're just gonna go ahead and say it was George McCullers. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so we have signed a guy. Well, two of them actually. McCullers and Walden. And lastly, I would like to get a strong safety. Holy shit, safeties are expensive. I'll give you 2 mil. I'm gonna be like, holy shit, why are you guys so expensive? I did the same thing. Hey, Kawhi Pierman sign. These other two guys, honestly, I don't know. They could realize, oh, Abdul York signed with the Broncos. They might realize they could get more money if they just don't sign with us, which is fine because there's also a risk that if you don't do that, no one will sign you. So, what's your plan? All right. If you don't sign, you don't sign. Ultimately, your two guys who are going to be backups, especially Keegan Broyles now, we signed Kawhi Pierman, so I'm just doing this to be nice. That's what I thought. Tyler Newman, that's what I thought. You realize, oh, I'm not getting any attention. Smart man. I respect it waiting till the end, but yeah. We now have two things to do, private workouts and some other stuff. We are going to look at probably receiver. Because, like I said, Puka Nacua, we're probably not going to re-sign just strictly due to cap reasons and age. I mean, am I okay? He's a slot receiver. It looks like. So I want to look at slot receivers. If that, I feel like that's pretty obvious. Literally want to replace him like one for one. Because if you look, we do have favorites already. A bunch of guys. We do have 3 first-round picks. However, this I am looking for second-round guys. There is only one slot guy, and that is Michael Montgomery. Go ahead and select you. We'll go ahead and do Tim Fisher. And then who do we want out of you two? We'll go Niles Baldwin because you're 22 and not 23. Whether any of those guys end up being good or not, I don't really care. Because at the end of the day, receiver isn't the biggest need. It is something we can look past. So Abdul York signed with the Broncos. I forgot to look at the other guys, which the only few we had, Jared Verse, Cameron Kinchens. So if we go to league transactions, signed. Or honestly, we're not going to do this because that's going to take forever. We know both of them are up there in age, so we're just going to go to NFL rosters, go to their respective positions, and sort by age. Cameron Kinchens goes to the Chargers. All right. And Jared Verse, he was, I want to say, left outside, signs with the Ravens. Okay. There you go. Oh, bless me. Sorry about that. All right. Without further ado, starting the NFL draft. go ahead and pause the draft. Quick things I do want to talk about before we kind of get into a bit personal stuff. Streaming for the next few days, strictly tomorrow, maybe Friday. Don't expect them. One, the Switch 2 comes out, so yeah. Two, I have family coming over. Three, my grandma's birthday. That's why family's coming over. And four, game one of the Pacers Thunder is going to be on. If you don't know, I'm a Pacers fan. So yeah, that's pretty hyped that my favorite team made the final. Granted, I'm not an NBA, guy. Like NFL, obviously. Like if you literally had to say like, would you rather have a Pacers finals win or a Packers Super Bowl? I'm taking the Packers Super Bowl every single time. I would do significantly more for that because I'm a Packers fan, like a diehard. Where the Pacers, I'm just like a casual fan. It's the same thing with like the Reds. I'm a Reds fan. Would I love to have them win a World Series? Yes, but at the end of the day, it wouldn't. It would ultimately just be like my team did it. I got to see it. Yeah. Granted, I would like the Pacers a lot more than the Reds. I feel like basketball is more my thing than baseball. I am looking to get more into basketball. The big issue with that is how much it costs. I already have to. Well, I don't have to. I already pay for Sunday ticket and Red Zone and all that. So to do both of those, that's going to be steep. Something I'm not really willing to do. Because that's the issue with basketball is it's not on regular TV. I don't have cable, so I can't watch it on like ESPN and all of those sports stuff. So the only time I can watch it is when it's on regular TV, and it's either A, never on regular TV, or two, never games I care about. Now with the finals, I imagine most of them are going to be on regular TV, so I'm obviously going to take full advantage of that and watch them. Granted, I do think the Pacers are going to lose. I'd say probably Thunder in 6, but their team is just so good. But a man can dream. Alrighty. Oh, also, carbon monoxide warning. So there's a good chance that happens. So you don't see me again. First pick, the Detroit Lions. They draft quarterback Nick Hilton. For players who I want, Garrison Givens. I know I really like how he looks. Do I think he's gonna fall to number 6? No. Not even. I mean, if he does, we'll probably end up taking him. I seriously think he's super good. Number 2, Garrison Givens. There we go. I'm not really worried about anyone else. Right tackle, left end, wide receiver. So this is now where I get to pick. We have a few guys known. As you can see, we have safeties. We only have one strong safety. These other guys we can take later on if we need to. Did the round 1 edge rusher who I knew about really get taken? That's insane. Yeah, I guess he did. Oh, well, that absolutely sucks. Because now we don't really have a replacement. And of course, this just sucks as well. Holy shit! Every single one of you guys is undrafted. Um, so I guess we'll probably take advantage of this. And we'll look to trade this pick away. We could get a first this year, first next year, a second, a fifth, and a seventh. I want multiple firsts. Not really this year. Because we already have a bunch of them. I know the Raiders were offering a bargain, so we're gonna the Cardinals, because this is their first that we have. We could take. I'm interested. All right, Arizona. This is your original pick, and I'm willing to take this first, years out. I could get behind this. You don't have the cap room to make this trade, though. Or can you, since it's, not involving players? I would like your first. I would like your first. Do I have any picks I'm lacking? Not really. How about first, third, second, third? Just barely not makes the cut. I'll throw in a seventh. I'll give you 220. I'll be nice. 213. Let's not be greedy. We'll give you a 6. Wow, that doesn't make it go through. What about this? All right, 2 firsts, 2 thirds, 2 fifths. I'm happy with that. Curious who they end up taking. Cornerback Cam Morton. I don't necessarily know who we're going with. This honestly just feels like I do like George Morse. But we don't really need it that badly. So I think we're going to take safety J.C. Thomas. Ranked 22, took him at 18. Normal dev, that sucks. We might end up giving him star. Oh man, he's gone. We don't need a corner either, or a safety, excuse me, because we have Nate Haskins. But I mean, talent-wise, it is the smart move. I reckon we also look to trade this pick for a early second. Like really early second. I know we saw 38. I'm thinking even earlier than that. 37. I'm still thinking earlier. No, let's screw it. We have the capital, I feel like, to trade up. So we're going to take Kirk Cox, take best available. 21 got him at 32. He has hidden dev. We'll let the Lions make their pick. Don't tell me, because that's who I was thinking about taking, was a guard. Okay. Even if it was, we still have plenty of guys. I mean, I really like Matt McDonald. Doesn't look like he can run block very well, but pass blocking, he looks elite. But who else do I have favorited? I have all these guys favorited, so honestly, it's not a big deal. I think we stay put. Matt McDonald went to the Chargers. I saw that. I think now we have to go guard. I think Michael Watkins will probably be the guy strictly because, one, he actually looks like he could be the best of them. But two, he is the youngest, so it gives him the most time to develop. 16 took him at 64. Perfect. We have a few guys remaining. I ultimately think we just address our needs. So we'll go ahead. We'll take Taj Amerson first. 210. So that was a bust. And hopefully our other running back doesn't get swooped up. Nope. Okay, that works. And now we take Eric Miles. 60 took him at 96. See, I liked Eric Miles more. It was just due to where he was projected to go, I felt obligated to make a move up. I also reckon we make a call up with Tennessee. I want your fourth. I want to keep 21. I'm willing to give you my earliest fifth. I don't think this will go through. I'll give you this. Well, actually, I'll give you 220 because I want to keep Mr. Irrelevant. There we go. A later fifth. The later fifth and then a seventh. a trade I'm completely fine with. Want to make sure I get, we'll say Carlos Young. 159 took him at 100. Bit of a reach, arguably. Now, my only hope is that center falls to us as well. And after that, that's pretty much everyone checked off the list. David Allen, welcome aboard. I don't care if it's a reach. 62, it took me at 117. Hidden Dev. It's a great pick there. Don't pick again until later in the 5th. I think we'll take Niles Baldwin here. We do need a receiver. He is day free. 132, took him at 156. Just kind of get that extra depth for receiver. I think we're also looking at hopefully just getting a decent middle linebacker. I'm not expecting anything, that'll blow me out of the water. Because we also need edge rusher as well. I mean, Greg McCollum, you look pretty good for a 6th-rounder. I'm about to say, that's not really saying a whole lot. A late 6th pick. So we have the middle linebacker address. Everyone remaining is undrafted free agents. Except you, but you're going to be. We'll honestly just take you. Kyle Newkirk. Even if it sucks, 322, it's fine. You need to realize it is a late 6th-round pick, and I am drafting strictly for depth. Alright, fans? I don't care if you're mad. I could give a shit. Maybe we look at a quarterback. Honestly, you don't look the worst. We'll just take you. There's some claps. There's sirens going off in the background. Don't know what for. Maybe they're just testing it. Hopefully that's the case. And then lastly, we'll end up taking, who's the best looking? Right end. Dabba dabba doo. Philip DeLoach. 24, it doesn't matter. It's Mr. Irrelevant. Can't even see. Doesn't sound like the fans are very happy with it, but stop booing me already. Damn. What is his overall? A 60! What are we booing that for? It's the last pick in the draft, bruh. Okay, first 3 picks, phenomenal. Alright? Taj Emerson, we can forget about. Eric Miles, good pick. Carlos Young, I mean, for a 4th-round pick, pretty good. David Allen, really good. Niles Baldwin, I do like. Greg McCollum, I think, can turn into a solid backup, and then these two or three, I mean, we could kind of just forget about you're going to be backup, so hopefully we won't need to rely on you anyway. So with that being said, a lot of these guys who I signed are rendered useless now because I'd rather play I mean, Kawhi Pearman, granted, is running back 4, so he's not really useless yet. Where's my rookie? Oh my gosh, I pressed up and it didn't go up. Depth chart. I do want Niles Baldwin playing. Over Brandon Washington, I'm not willing to say that yet because I don't remember where I drafted him. Because ultimately, I'm going to play the guy who I spent the higher draft pick on, unless it's literally neck and neck. Then I want to say you were what, a third? Oh, fifth round pick. Damn. I feel like Washington might have been a 7th. I'm trying to remember and I just can't. Yeah. So we'll get Baldwin to start. Sorry, Washington. We have really good depth now on the O-line. I mean, look, 71, 75, 73, 72, 73, 76. Looks like we don't really have many tackles, so hopefully no injuries happen to them. And then defensively, we got some pretty good guys. A lot of guys who hopefully can take the next step up. As you can see, these two are definitely weak. This little right side here. Second year guy, Dom Pierre. I do have hopes for him, but we'll have to earn it. J.C. Thomas, we are going to give star dev. We spent a first round pick on you. I feel like every single first round pick should have at least star dev. I'm trying to think of players in real life who didn't force Hayward in a contract year. This could be a prove it year for him. Whether we need to replace him or not. So yeah, I can't think of any in recent years. Now, with that being said, I could just be very stupid. Which, if we're being honest, is probably the case. I also do not necessarily remember all these rookies' dev traits. Which is why I'm trying. The veteran Northcutt. Obviously our guy. Shorted the line of the game, made sure to tackle him instead of trying to hit stick, force the ball out like I normally do. Oh my goodness. Oh, he caught it. I was about to say, he might not make the team after that. I thought he dropped that ball. Jason Logan, I believe their starting quarterback. He was one of the guys who I actually wanted to draft back in the first offseason. Okay, we just got fucking bullied. So, yeah. A little fun fact. I know I bring it up occasionally. But at the same time, I'm glad we waited that extra year. There's a few I wanted. Jeremiah Matthews. He is the current quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals. Or was. I don't know if he should still be starting. I just don't know if he'll be for them. And then there's Eric Parra. He is pretty much turned into one of the best backups in the league. Kevin Justice, though, out on the field now. Hoping for big things out of him, the second-year guy. Chet Pagel, the quarterback. Who's our first-string quarterback? Colin Owens. So I don't know why we drafted Sal Joyers. Guess he can be our practice squad guy in the horrible circumstance that all of them get injured. Vance! The tight end we drafted who ended up being a 58. He's now up to somewhere in the 60s. Brian Vance. We at 62. We drafted him to be the Channing Gatewood replacement, where he is the big guy. He is going to what's the word I'm looking for? Be our big blocking guy. Great third down tight end, hopefully. Or like a 4th and short. That was why we drafted him, because he was a good blocker. So it was like, that's something I could definitely be interested in. Plus, he was like a 7th round pick, so didn't end up wasting too much. Why is Puka Nacua out there? Last thing we want is Puka Nacua being out there for no reason and getting injured in the preseason. It's slot receiver, isn't it? Go. Bam. Bam. You can be out for this play. It's cool. Rashard Fletcher. Touchdown. Back-to-back plays, we target him. Former 3rd round pick by the computer, actually. I accidentally simmed that pick, so we're hoping the computer made a right choice. I tried to go to him there. I didn't. That's just EA being EA. It looked like he was going to run straight. He decided to cut inside. I was not ready for that. Come on, Tevin Justice. Averaging just under 4 carry. Not bad. That was probably the worst of the two I could have thrown to. I was looking at Washington. I was expecting the defense to follow, but they didn't. Oh, this better not be short. Sneaks in there. 10-10. Got a tie ball game. We had a tied ball game. They're about to score. Whether it be a touchdown or a field goal. Fourth and 1. This is good. It's preseason. Oh, wow. It's preseason. You're not going for it. Like I said, from our own 46, it's preseason. I'll go for this. We get Brandon Washington. Oh, damn, that looked like a decent hit. Washington, he looks not the strongest. He does not look like a typical receiver build. Take it to a 2-minute warning. Oh my goodness, amazing job by them. Stood that play up. However, now I'm just going to chew clock for this bit. I mean, there's literally no reason for me not to. There we go, Washington. Minute 12 and 3 timeouts. Touchdown to take the lead, but it's preseason, so as much as I'd love to win this game, I'm not really stressing if I do or don't. I was spamming triangle, but thank you, game. What time? Oh my goodness, 12:13. Less than 12 hours. Half a day away from the launch of the Nintendo Switch 2. The whole goal is for me to, I already have it. Let's get this clear unless GameStop made an oopsie. I camped out 6 hours before they opened in order to get one. Kari Devine gets tackled. Oh, pick six would have been so hype. I don't know what that throw is. I don't know if he was trying to throw it away and got hit or what. 23 for 32, 2 touchdowns, interception, 217 yards, 98%. 1451 for Tevin Justice. He ended up getting injured. Receiving, Rashard Fletcher leads the way, 6 for 60 with the touchdown. Brian Vance, tight end, 5 for 41. 4 for 35 for both Nas Baldwin and Brandon Washington, with Washington getting a touchdown. Blocking, Michael Watkins and David Allen and Levi Boley all allowing a sack. Defensively, total tackles goes to D'Angelo Spikes, with Kari Devine, Britton Duncan, Eric Kerr in close second. Sacks, we have Chris Lloyd and Javier Edwards getting one. Interception, we saw Kari Devine. And then none of the other stats really matter. Their positions I don't plan on replacing. But yeah, like I said, switch to less than 12 hours. I plan on getting there around 8 o'clock to camp out. I want to be one of the first in line. Not necessarily because I care how soon I do, but not because it's like, oh, I want to play it. But because I have company coming over tomorrow. So it would be nice to be able to get a good night's sleep without having to wait in line at GameStop, because who knows what could go wrong. I mean, their systems could go down, or people could have the same idea as me. Yeah, I'm not really willing to risk that. Defensive tackle Joe Davis out for the season in preseason week 1. It's rough. Position battles, it's going to show how much I know about my positions. Next question. You should be having a left end battle. Or it would not be a battle. Hayward is our starter. I don't care if I lost trust. It should honestly show I have confidence in my guys, but whatever. All right, good morning. Time to kick off the season. Now that we're in the middle of the camp, I got some questions for you. Go ahead. I'm waiting. Great, let's go. Close enough. Left tackle Levi Boley. What do I want him working on? We'll go pass block power. Great, the fans will be excited to hear that. Well, I'd hope they'd be. We are back to back after all. Call us Oh, don't call us the Chiefs, actually, because that means we're going to lose our next game. Everyone's going to hate us, and they're going to laugh because of how the game goes. Yeah. I still hate that Super Bowl. Not this. I don't care who won. It was literally like if both teams could lose, that would have been the most ideal situation. The Chiefs wanted to lose because, well, I don't think anyone wanted to see them repeat. And the Eagles, well, they're the Eagles. I mean, I don't know what it is with the NFC East, minus the Commanders, honestly. The Commanders are chill. I just hate all of them. The Giants aren't terrible. I'd say hate, I don't. I do dislike them. But not hate. Oh boy. Okay, he's still out there. The Cowboys and the Eagles, I do hate. The Commanders I do like, though. I honestly think it's just because they are like the one bright spot in that, whole darkness, pretty much. Them finally breaking free of Dan Snyder, and, it's nice to see. Because look at them. They got a franchise quarterback, hopefully. Hopefully no RG3 situation happens. They got a good team around them. It sounds like they are, I don't know if they're building a new stadium or renovating the old stadium that they had or whatever. And it was apparently by people loved that field significantly more. So yeah, it sounds like they are now turning into like an organization, like, and I respect that, that people, they want to be liked. Because they were probably the most hated, like, organization in terms of how it was ran. And I think they have quickly skyrocketed up the list. It feels like they are a fan base first type of way. They're trying to bring back the nostalgia of like where the old stadium was. I know their fucking training camp sucks. I don't know if they're addressing anything with that. Or like apparently there's like nowhere to park. George Ramirez is him, bro. There's no denying it. Oh shoot, clock's running. Okay. Puka Nacua with a nasty ass move. What? Oh hell nah. Review that, bro. Oh, it's inside 2 minutes, so I can't challenge. Oh, Nacua, bro. That's a mistake you should not make. I don't care that you're 33 and you're past your prime, honestly. Mistake you should not make. Bam! Go to pressure. We have square open. Oh, I guess I can also talk about this. I went to set on my Xbox One because my cat, for some reason, and I found out because I saw him doing it, was sitting on it occasionally, and it's like, yo, furball, don't do that. I didn't say it like that. I was very mad at him. Damn a boo. So I decided to hook it up finally. It works, kind of. So I have 2 issues with it. Wow. Okay. So I have Madden 25. I have the Xbox One version, or excuse me, 360 version. I looked up before I bought it. Hey, is this can it play games? Like, can you play Xbox 360 games on the Xbox One? Yes. It's like, oh, perfect. So I bought it. It was only like $6, so I'm not too stressed over it. But it doesn't fucking work. What I mean is, when I went to put it in, it's like, oh, this game is not supported. It's like, okay, well, there's $6 down the drain. So I then put in Madden 17 because those are the two Maddens I have, strictly because 25 I saw in GameStop and I was like, oh, I'll get that. And 17 was the reason I got an Xbox One because for some reason it feels like Maddens are significantly cheaper physically on Xbox than they are PlayStation, like the old ones. I don't know if there's more rotation or what. Or what I say. Damn, bro. But it didn't work. Like the console wasn't reading it. I don't know if that's a console issue. I don't think it is because, it read the other one. It didn't realize. I don't know if it's because it sensed like the disc was different or what. So either my console can't read discs, or what am I looking for? It's on the tip of my tongue. My Madden just straight up doesn't work. And I got it from DK Oldie, so I'll go and the Xbox. So whichever one doesn't work, it's DK Oldie's fault regardless. Which sucks because I love DK Oldies. I know people said negative things about it. I never had a negative experience with it, but it seems like this is my first one. The only issue I have had with it is it's overpriced, but that never bothered me too much because I thought I was getting a good quality game or a good quality system. Granted, I'm probably now going to do most of my shopping off of eBay because that was like before I really got into eBay. But now I've talked to some people who are into retro games and all of that. Granted, not Madden, more Nintendo based. And they all say they normally do it through eBay because, one, it tends to be cheaper on there, and two, you know if you're getting a accurate person because of their ratings. Technically, it seems like their ratings are like way more accurate than just these big brand known companies. So yeah, I'll probably be doing my shopping through eBay from now on. Granted, I don't really know what's next for me in terms of the retro stuff. I know there's probably not going to be many people selling Madden on there. Not that I have much of an interest of buying Maddens either. Because they're really only going to be stuff I maybe do a video on or stream once and never touch again. Which, I mean, for the price they're at, isn't a terrible thing. Most of them aren't more than $5 max. And that's like, when I say max, I mean, like, you won't find, most of them you won't even find over $4. A lot of them $3. A lot of them are going to be like $2.99 or $1.99 for the OG Maddens. Modern day ones. The big issue with those ones, though, is I have to buy the consoles. So I'm limited to now PS4 and Xbox One ones. I don't know if I'm going to buy another Xbox One. I need to, hopefully someone just has a spare disc lying around that they don't really care about and I can use, because I don't want to buy one for it to not work. Like not the disc, it be my Xbox that doesn't work. But it's been over the window for the returns at DK Oldies, so it shows how long it's been. And I don't really care to get an Xbox that like I said, I literally turned on for the first time today. Fix. Holy shit, bro! Tank those hits, why don't you? No! Well, how he was celebrating, the receiver looked like was celebrating that it wasn't an interception. Oh, man, what a catch. Stay out of the game. It's preseason. 51 seconds left. Don't worry about it. Holy shit, dude's tanked them. That's 5 this drive. He's just straight up tanked. Oh no, I'm not going to get over. Oh, I did. Okay. Don't you dare let him. Okay. Ooh. Okay, this is it. One inbounds play, and it's over. Barring a defensive penalty, obviously. So they got to get out of bounds. I'm honestly just going to call man up pretty deep and hope they don't get. Because realistically, they probably have 2 plays left. Maybe 3. Like here, they could probably get it off if they got literally like 11 yards. It was literally just like 84, for example, ran up and out and got out of bounds at the 10-yard line. They probably would have a second left. It looks like they're going do or die. Holy shit! There is a penalty though. No way! The game goes on. The Mario Conley. Holy shit. Let's see this. Oh, yeah, that's late. You can't do that. Way to go up in 86. Why the fuck? Why is Ramon Fletcher out there? Bats it down. Then we have Cox goes for the interception. He thankfully misses it. 1 second left. So it didn't matter anyway. They had a second to spare. Well, actually it did because it was 4th down. Let's go. I need to put some medicine on my face. So I'll quickly be AFK. Well, I mean, I'll bring you with me. You can hear me right now. I have a pimple growing in like the most inconvenient spot possible. Right underneath my mouth. Like right where my facial hair is. I don't have much facial hair, by the way. They see like, oh, this one snowy have facial hair. Nah, I don't. I have a mustache. Not a big mustache, but it's definitely like, you can tell it's a mustache. And like, I'm intentionally having it there. I have the outline of a beard. I have like the stubbles or stiffles, whatever people call it. I know different people call it different words. But I don't actually, I wouldn't classify it as a beard. All right, there we go. Got the medicine put on. All I had to do, you just squirt a, oh, new injury. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Oh, Kawhi Pierman. I mean, that's a way to secure yourself a roster spot, I suppose. Thankfully, all these guys are going to be back. Didn't even know we had injuries like that. I guess maybe they were just practice. All right. Preseason game numero tres. That's number 3 in Spanish. Some of the little Spanish I can't speak. The one class. Well, actually, I think I failed 2. 9th grade. That's a year I'd like to forget about. That was my final year of it. Well, kind of in-person school. Most of it was digital due to COVID. But after that, I switched strictly to digital. I failed 2 classes. Spanish and American history. Which, don't ask me why I'm failing American history as an American. I ended up eventually, okay, well, let me reiterate. I passed American history. I failed the final test. The one that's required to graduate. So, basically, and I failed it twice. I failed it in 9th grade and 10th grade. So come 11th grade, I'm over here having to take a 9th grade history test. If I want to graduate. Which I eventually did. Like I said, it took 2 years, but I got there in the end. Go! But I mean, outside of that, I was really good. I mean, I like I said, besides that American history, I was qualified to graduate by 12th grade. What I mean by that is like I had all the I want to say they're what extracurriculars, or is that like after? I don't know. Basically, you had to take a year of art or music. I elected to do art. You had to take a year of like health/gym. I ended up doing I ended up doing health because I was digital, but I already had gym as well. Back in 9th grade, but I ended up doing it a second time because I really enjoyed it. And then you ended up having to do just the main 4. English, math, science, history. So, I mean, besides the English, math, science, history, which were required for 12th grade, all I had to do was pass those and I was good. I didn't have to do any classes 12th grade. Which was nice. So, literally in 12th grade, instead of having, my normal 6, 7 classes, I literally had 4. I was literally doing an hour of schoolwork a day. And then I was done for today. Which I got a bunch of emails about as well, where teachers are like, and it was group emails, but you could tell it was targeted at some people, and nothing ever came out of it. People were going too fast. They were doing their work too fast. So they're like, you need to. They never specified the time, but like, there is a time, requirement to meet for classes, or else we do have the right to, suspect you're cheating and all of that. It was like, what the fuck? It never happened to me, I guess, but I felt like it was after me because, like I said, if I'm taking an hour a day, maybe an hour, like I'm doing max 20 minutes a class, pretty much. Like if I somehow hit like 90 minutes, which were rare days, those are pretty much the days. because a lot of the stuff was recycled, and I'm not trying to take shots at the teacher, but I guess I also am. I tried to get out of bounds. Like, for example, a lot of the time requirements, because it would say like the projected amount of time it would take to do that, and then it would say the actual time, like the time it took you. And it would be like 45 minutes to write an essay. It took me, and I don't know why it takes that long. I took probably like 25 minutes to write the first one, maybe half an hour. And it will give you, I don't fucking remember what they're called, but there's the final draft, the rough draft, and then the one before it. Like I said, I unfortunately don't remember what that one's called. I would literally just write the whole essay the first time round, and that's just how my brain worked, is go all out. So then these things that they're projected to take 45 minutes on, it's just like, oh, we want you to revisit it, make sure you didn't make any mistakes. I verified all that the first time round, so I knew I didn't make any mistakes. So literally, it's like a minute process to just open the class and then be like, you know, transfer it from one page to the, or like one, whatever, like one bar to another. I don't know what it's called. And then hit submit. It was that simple. Because that was another one where I got targeted in the email on. It felt like, where come 12th grade, and like I said, they didn't end up doing anything about it because I think they realized people just do it that way. Like, sorry, we don't do it by the book. We get it done, though. Stop submitting the same one over and over. It's meant to be, you're meant to, you know, build progress off of it, not do it all in one sitting. And it's like, that's bullshit. That's not right. Some people do it that way. I did it that way. I understand the way you're doing it. I'm not against it because, like I said, there's people who don't learn that way. Different people learn different ways. That's something I've always done. George Ramirez. I was always a do-it-myself kind of person. I never did well in group assignments, strictly because I didn't know how to really work with people. Granted, I had plenty of people to talk to. It wasn't like a social thing. It was like, for example, PowerPoints and stuff. It was like, I didn't really know how to do that. Like, I knew how to do a PowerPoint, but it was like, I just wanted to do every slide on my own so I could control it rather than having to rely on other people. Now it's a bit different now that I have a job. And I prefer, granted, it's also really hard to mess up my job. Like, I don't know how people would. It's groceries. It's self-explanatory. You grab the item, you put it where it goes. You have a device. If you don't know where it goes, you just scan it. It tells you where it goes. You put it most of the time in the back. So that way the stuff with the earlier expiration dates go first. And voila. Whatever you have left, you just put it in the back. If you have time to do it, you backstock it. That's all you have to do. So I don't have to worry about people messing it up, mainly because one, I'm the newest one there, and two, the other two people I consistently work with on nights are the two people who trained me. So I'd hope that they'd know how to do it, considering I'm following in their footsteps. So if they're doing it wrong, I'm doing it wrong. Which I don't think I'm doing it wrong. I haven't had anyone come up to me be like, "Hey, what are you doing? Why are you doing it that way?" So I have a feeling I'm in the all clear. Yeah, that's how that is. So yeah, it is. We're getting really close. I'm really hyped. 12:42. We are about 11 hours and 20 minutes. All right, there we go. Sorry, I was texting someone. Go ahead and advance. We start the season off with the Cardinals. Okay, okay, I can do that. I love a little rivalry to start. Panthers week 2, legendary cut. Kenneth Walker. Oh no, he got signed by the Saints but didn't make the final team. No, no. Let's check our schedule while we're here before we cut people. Preseason we don't really care about. I mean, it's preseason. Cardinals, Panthers, Cardinals, Bears, Patriots, Chiefs, Seahawks is an insane 7-game stretch. You got 2 division teams, a team who we consistently play in the playoffs, back to back, plus the back to back reigning MVP, team we just beat in the Super Bowl, a team who we desperately hate, I feel like are really good, so I butt heads. And the Seahawks, Saints don't know how to feel, Commanders don't know how to feel, bye week, Raiders don't know how to feel, Buccaneers, same. 49ers, Chargers, 49ers don't know how to feel about those. 49ers obviously are big, but Chargers don't care. Broncos don't care. Falcons don't know how to feel. And then Seahawks. So it feels like our schedule is a very front heavy schedule. But yeah, 16 players we unfortunately have to say goodbye to. Let's check quarterback. There should only be, these free. Halfback. I'm sorry, Keegan Bros. We decided to give you a shot. But ultimately, doesn't appear that it worked out. We're going to put you on the practice squad. Fullback, good. Shouldn't be anyone. If there was, they were getting cut immediately. I'm going to quickly be right back. Should only be like 30 seconds. I'm back. Don't know if it was 30 or not. But these are our 4 guys. We'll go ahead and practice squad both of you, I guess. Tight end, there should only be 3. Yep. Left tackle, only 1. Guard, we'll come back to. Center, we'll come back to. Ooh, shit. Daniel Lincoln, you're gone. I mean, there are so many guys. It just. Then right tackle, you're good. So guard, center. So we have a combined 9 players taking up these positions, or 8, excuse me. That should not be the case. David Allen has been revealed as star dev already. I don't know how the fuck he's managed to play 500 snaps, but okay. We'll put Brian Young on our practice squad. Hopefully he does get signed by someone. And we'll keep you guys for now. You're both safe. Practice squad. D tackle. We'll cut Daquan McCarthy. We'll keep you now. Oh shit, there's a person at our back door. I'm having someone come over here soon. I got a missed call from someone. Literally while I was gone for those 30 seconds. They didn't leave a voicemail, so can't be that important. And if it is, oh well. Do not need this many people. We'll put you on practice squad. We'll keep you guys for now. We do not need this many. Practice squad. Corner. Perfect. Safety should be, where fans get big. Bam. Okay, yeah. Bam. And strong safety. Unfortunately, Tyler Nubin, you were just pretty much a guy we brought in case we needed. And we can practice squad you. Kicker. Punter. We'll put McCollum on practice squad for now. But anyway, that is going to do it. Actually, we have a Storylines media interview quickly to do. Coach, we talk about a team's identity. What is your offensive identity? Explosive passing plays. Average 8 yards per attempt. Sure. Thanks. We'll check back at the end of the season. You do that. All right. That is officially going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. In the next stream, we'll go through the first half of the season. Now, you do know I do scouting off camera, so if you see me in week 1 with the draft class set, honestly, I'll just make sure you guys see me set the draft class now so you don't think there's any shenanigans going on. Choose draft, keep auto-generated rookies. There. That's the draft class in case you think I do anything. Nope. That's just what it is. All right. I'll see you guys. Oh, practice squad. Brian Young. There we go. Thank you. He was too good to be on the practice squad, and unfortunately, we were just too good for him to make our team. But I'll see you guys next time where we end up playing the Cardinals. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed.